As some of you know, I've given myself a deadline to complete the Octatrack template 2.0, which is a fairly different version of the Octatrack template that I use for all of my music production. And I'm getting there. I'm not super far, but I'm getting there. I'm getting in the mindset. I've written some new effects. I do want to share them with you. So part one is full. I've actually reworked a bunch of effects. I'm going to go through some of that right now just to show some folks that are interested in this. Right now, all of the music that I have on the table is like all Syntakt music, and there's not really much happening here. There's a little bit of vocal sample stuff going on here. There's like a little pad over here. And as many of you know, the template is meant to manipulate two separate sound sources, so a melodic side and a percussive side. Well, percussive, this hand. And I don't really have those two elements in front of me right now, so we're going to have to write some music to practice these effects. And I've been working on some transition stuff. And yeah, that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to show off a couple of effects, and I'll show off a couple of things that I've reworked. You may not know the difference. Maybe you don't even know what I'm talking about. Maybe you don't care about the Octatrack template or performance effects. But that's what we're doing, so I hope you enjoy some of it. Let me switch the cam over. Nope. There we go. That's the scene. This is my, so I can type to you in case I don't feel like talking if I get so tired. Do you have an effects scene that high-pass filters all 4 channels? I sure do. I sure do, Troy. That's been in all the templates, though. All you have to do is put a high pass on your master track, and that's everything. Yeah. Okay, let me just show you some of the sounds. Okay. So, forget this one. We're deleting this. This is gone. So I need to make a new effect here. Maybe we'll do that today. Okay, so the echo has been reworked. It's a little bit louder now. And it goes for longer. I like it. I think it's more usable. The Daft Punk effect is a little bit louder. The reason I'm playing it over and over again is because I'm thinking about it. I think I might want to edit it a little bit more. Everything's still crazy. Yeah, we don't need to hear that right now. The LFO effect is like the Daft Punk effect with an LFO that modulates a filter in post after it's captured the half-bar segment of audio. I actually like this version of it much better. I think it sounds good. New lo-fi effect. Lo-fi effect is now being modulated by an LFO that's slowly decreasing and increasing the bit reduction. So those are the effects on the first part. Now we're gonna go to part 2. Okay, so I only have a few effects built for part 2. Here's the first one. It's like a stereoizer effect with a phaser. I like it. Of course, you don't want to sit on these effects for too long. They're meant to move around, use them, use many of them. There's going to be 64 of them. Okay, so I like that one. I haven't named it or anything, stereoizer effect. Another LFO effect. So now we have a rhythmic stuttering. And I think it's great. The way I did the rhythmic stuttering is triplets, and I used the LFO, a square wave LFO on the filter and not the amplifier. Similar to why I do that, because the same reason for the sidechain pumping effect, if you use the LFO on the amplifier, you'll get pops and clicks because the amplifier in the VCA in the Octatrack, the digital VCA, is not very elastic. So it has some trouble. The filter, however, is great. So it's just removing frequencies versus volume. So this has more trouble, which makes sense because I think right now I might have it in 16-bit. I should maybe switch that over, but because it doesn't have the highest bit rate, it's not like 32-bit or floating point or any of that, so it's it's not as elastic when it comes to the volume. But even with 24-bit, I think it's still not as elastic. But yeah, so it works better with the filter. I'm not going to demonstrate that to you. You have to take my word for it. Let's see. I think I have another one. Nope, not that. We have this kind of like doubling delay effect. And they work really well together, right? So we'd go like... Or... I really do like this one. I might make a couple variations of that stuttering effect at different rhythms that you could maybe bounce over to. I was thinking maybe one of the last parts, maybe part 4, would be like literally 13, maybe even 15 different delay buffer freezes. So instead of using this, instead of going... Well, I don't even have that turned on for this one. You have to go to part 1 to even do that. So instead of doing that, you would play the scenes. You would just engage the scene and go. And it would be all different timings with all different filter and effect settings. I think that would be really cool. You'd be able to just bounce around between them and fade in and out of them if you wanted. But they would all be different freeze time amounts. So which I think would be pretty cool. Let me see what the chat is saying. Do you have an effect scene that... Yes. I think the OT sounds a bit muffled, but in a really pleasant way. It definitely has its own sound. Yeah, Matt Marquis. I agree with you. It does have a great sound. I mean, I love the OT. I would love to have a newer version with, whatever. We're not going to go into that. Like, that's an old conversation. You'd love a reverse tape stop? Oh, you just reminded me. It's a reverse free. I was thinking about how I would do this. I would record. You'd have to record a buffer into a flex track, then have a scene that sets a retrigger, but also in reverse, but also has loop on. So we could have looping stuttering, kind of like what the OP1 does when you push down on the loop thing. It's like zip, 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 it goes back and forth like that. I think that'd be pretty cool. A reverse tape stop. Does reverse tape stop, Jordan, mean that you want the tape to increase in speed? Because there's the, the regular tape stop. Are you saying you want it to go... Do you want it to go up in pitch? And, is that what you mean? I would love, any ideas people have for effects. I'm dying for that. I'd like to see the filters on the OT. Updated displays, please. Yes, I would like updated everything. I agree with that. Timo, hey. Hello, Timo. Matt Williams, is the Syntakt purposefully in the middle so the white OLED displays align with the middle, flagged by the yellow digis? Because that's something I'd absolutely do. It's not, no, that's actually not why. So it's set up this way because I think it makes sense. I didn't even think about the aesthetic, to be honest. Honestly, these are so similar that they confuse me now. Like, everything about them looks basically the same, other than, the screens are different and these buttons are different, and the logo. Those things are different, but I don't notice those things when I'm playing. What I notice is the shape of the keys and the layout. That's the stuff that sticks with me. So I sometimes like hit the stop on this one when I mean to hit it over here, or I unmute over here when I mean to unmute over here. That's been a problem. So I'm needing to tighten that up a bit. And that just takes practice, I think, and getting used to having it set up this way. I'm still struggling the same as I was last week, trying to figure out where everything sits. I do still kind of feel like maybe I want 2 Syntaks or something, or just something over here. Because I don't need 4 more tracks. I don't know. I'm not going to get it. We dove into that all week for a while. No, I actually, one of these days I'm gonna do this. I'm pretty sure that Elektron will sell me a yellow screen, and maybe Jordan, who's talking right now, will help me switch this white one out for a yellow one. And I want to do that here. I want yellow screens on all of them. I like the yellow screens. They're way easier for me to read than the white screens, and I think they look better, frankly. I like the black and yellow. It's like that yellow jacket thing. I don't know. I like black and a color, not the black and white look as much. I don't know. But I'm working on this this deep house track that I started, that I was working on last week, and I like it. This is with every sound unmuted. This is as far as I've gotten. There's nothing to transition to right now. I did a private lesson today with a new fellow, and had a really great time. We were practicing transitioning from part to part, and I was thinking I should share this because it's something I guess I really haven't talked about. But if you want to move from part to part and use these delay buffers, like the Daft Punk effect or the LFO effect, or even the tape stop, anything, those effects, the delay effects, if you're catching delay buffers like this, that, if I stop the clock, that's still going. These machines aren't running. None of them are running. None of the sequencers are running. I still have a sound going. Change pattern. Press start. I just transitioned to a new song. That is dope. That doesn't need the recording buffers, and I do that a lot. And I don't ever mention that, but I think it's really important. So find an effect like this, like you hit stop, you hit play. Move to a new pattern, hit stop, hit play. And then fade out. And especially with some of these effects that are using filters, you could even do a slower fade. You can go. Because there's a filter. We're opening the filter as we transition out. Anyway, you've already heard that song. I'm not doing that again. Hot pink screens or riot. Yep, that would be sick. Hit me up and we'll get it done. Will do, Jordan. What's the temp set to? What do you mean? Because it feels hot. Whatever the temp is. Oh, the tempo. Yeah. Right now I'm just boiling, so immediately my brain is like, the temperature is hot because it's getting warm in here. But I do have a new air conditioner on the way tomorrow, along with the Circlon. Those two are coming the same day. It's going to be a great day. It's going to be nice and cool in here, and there's going to be some new stuff to tinker on before I most likely end up selling it. Oh, look, somebody just bought some Modbang. Thank you. Let's see. Can you tell me the machine that is cheap than others? Can you tell me some machine that is cheaper than others? Yeah, Matt Marquis. I hope I'm saying that right, Matt. Model cycles or model samples is a great idea. Yeah, I would say that, or I'd find a used Digitac. You know what's a really great synthesizer that I had a really great time with, and I do still recommend, is a Volca bass. I think the Volca bass is a underrated, maybe it's not underrated, maybe everybody does agree with me. I think the Volca bass is awesome. But if you're looking for a groove box that's affordable, you could get yourself a Model Samples, I would say. Or the Model Cycles. But Model Samples is going to cover more bases, so you can make any kind of music on the Model Samples. The Model Cycles, you are stuck to an FM engine, so you're kind of like, you can make any genre there, but you're still making the same sounds. Like if you made an album with the Model Cycles, everyone's going to be able to tell that album was made with the same machine all the way through. It's like making an album on an acoustic guitar. Like we all know there's an acoustic guitar there the whole time. But I would go with the Model Samples. I think sounds brilliant, great effects on it. Reverb and delay is really good, and plus you can load all your own samples. The samples that come on it are samples from Splice, and they sound fantastic. So nothing wrong with that. Microbrood, that's a really good one. I think that too. What else would be a really good one while we're on that topic? I mean, you could always, if you could find yourself an affordable, a used M8, that would be a real win. But that's super unlikely because they're really hard to find. I'm looking around to see if there's like something that jumps up at the top of my head. TR6S is pretty good, but they're roughly the same price as a Polyend Tracker or an M8, so maybe not that. Novation Circuit Rhythm. Actually, yeah, that's what I would go with. I would say get yourself like a Volca bass and a Novation Circuit Rhythm, and you honestly could make fantastic sounding music, and no one would even know that you're using more entry-level gear. I mean, entry-level in terms of the price compared to, say, these Elektron boxes. They still have excellent, like, they're playing sounds at mostly the same quality, so it's really just up to you and how you want to interface with your gear. I agree, very underrated. So I copied over this pattern over here. So we have an exact duplication of it, and I was gonna kind of just like make a more amped up version of it. I don't have to. I don't know if I need to. I kind of am feeling the urge to dig into the dual VCO and see if I can build like a 303 style sound out of it, or just get like some really like gnarly stuff. Maybe write some new music. A lot of this music that I'm currently writing is going to be performed in August, which is coming up way sooner than I realized. Oh my God. So in August, I'm playing Velocity here in Seattle with some pretty awesome folks, playing with Richard Devine, Daedalus, Lisa Belladonna, Red Means Recording. A lot of awesome locals that are friends of mine. There's too many of them to name, but in terms of people that are more popular that you would know, those are the kind of the top names. And I would really like to be on my best game for that. I think would be a good idea, so that perhaps they remember me when they leave. The OP1 sequencer, yeah. Yes. Oh, I love the Sun Tzu. I hope I'm saying that right. Lots of chatters, not many upvotes. Yeah, all right. Yeah, hit me up with those upvotes, would you? That's why I'm here. I need the upvotes. Might take some heat, but you can find a cheap OPZ. It's such an underrated sequencer sampler. We were talking about the OPZ today during since we're talking about the OPZ today during a lesson, and we're talking about the OP1, which I know everyone's still talking about. I do have an OP1F coming, and I have already planned on somebody who's already buying my original OP1 because I guess that makes me a bit of a fanboy, because I don't know if it's actually going to get that much use from me. I'm more like work at the synth shop and just love synthesizers. That's why I would buy it, and it's just a beautiful piece of art. But I'll definitely try my best to like make tracks on it and add it to this setup if I can, especially with that new engine. But that's neither here nor there. About the OPZ. The OPZ is fantastic. Of course, my only qualm with the OPZ is having to use this with my OPZ. I hate that idea. That part's... People who get really good at the OPZ don't need to use their cell phone. And I'm not one of them yet. Or I'm not going to be one of them. I don't currently have an OPZ anymore. I did have it for a while, and I really did like it. And my encoders did not pop out of my OPZ, so I was one of the very lucky ones. And so it was in mint condition the whole time I had it. And I did really enjoy the battery life. The sample playback was really good. And it was fun to program and perform on. I did not like the engines in terms of its sound design capability. It was very limited in that capacity. And I know that's on purpose, because it's like a super robust sequencer, and the sounds came second, and the sequencer was kind of like where it was at. It was a jack of all trades device, but it's a really good device. I do totally agree with Matt Williams that if you could find a cheap OPZ, that would be a slick pickup. I mean, Cuckoo performs entire shows on OPZs. Like, goes and plays for a large audience with an OPZ, so it can do just about anything you want it to. Do you know when you'll play? Early, middle, late? Well, I'll be there all day. There's no doubt about that. I don't know when I'm playing. I think I'm playing kind of later in the middle. Middle late. I hope I'm not playing at the same time as like Richard Devine or something, because that would suck for me. But whatever. I'm just glad to be a part of it. Honestly, it doesn't even matter. I can hopefully be able to play these for the next couple of years. But it's exciting. I am excited. The new line module for the OPZ is pretty dope too. Yeah, I agree. That is cool. That you definitely needed that. Definitely. Okay, let's get back to work. So, I know I had some new effects on part 3. Yeah, this is where the, like, I realized after playing with the phaser on the Octatrack that if you want to make a really good lo-fi effect, you want to use the phaser with the, you know, with some filtering or something. The phaser with maybe the actual lo-fi effect, but the phaser I think gives the impression of lo-fi, that feeling of like a tape warble really well. Like, it's just like, I love it. Yeah. All right, let's make some new music. Let's explore the Syntakt a little bit. I'm gonna get this thing out of my way. All right, let's get a little comfy here. Make sure that mic's pointing at my mouth. Pattern. We'll go. Okay. Dual VCO. Okay. You know what I think I'm gonna leave the kick drum here. Dust. Dust is a parameter, I love that. Okay, let's go over here. Let's get that dual VCO. We only want, let's close these things. We only want to use one VCO of the dual VCO because I want to make like kind of a 303 sound. We'll do Sawtooth. Is there even a square in here? No. Let's go to this keyboard. Let's play with the scale. We'll play in E minor. And then we'll run just that so far into the effects block. And let's give it some distortion. Okay. Cool. Yeah, let's just play with that for a sec. Four on the floor, let's do it. Oh wait, we gotta change tempo here. Record a little automation. Let's edit this reverb a bit. Maybe we actually want it on this one. And we could also like make, let's see if we can do this. I was thinking, can I make this fill? Let me see. Whoops. No, back here. Trigger fill. Yeah. Okay. I'll have them trigger when I fill, and then when I do, we will engage the ducking. It's a ducking. Is it this way I need to go? Yeah, it doesn't work. That does work though. Damn it. Okay. Haha. Now I get sidechain ducking with the fill condition. That's actually pretty sick. Wait. Yes. There we go. Check it out. But only does it for one pass. Make this one play every once in a while. Ah, damn it. I think that engine sounds really good. And you know, it's not a 303 by any means, but like, I'm achieving a similar effect to what I wanted, and I did it fairly quickly. Let's see what the chat has to say. Throaty. Indeed. A 6-step pattern. Yeah, that actually, I really like doing stuff like that, creating some sort of polyrhythm. We could actually do that with our kick drum. Might be kind of cool if we did like, let's make this 64 steps. We could actually make this kick drum be like 5 steps. Whoa. a bit crazy sounding. I kind of like the 4 on the floor sound better. We need like a shaker, I think. Let's make this something. I think I'm gonna put like a really like subby bass on this track to like fill it out. Let's play with bits. Little bits. Check it out. We'll just copy this pattern and paste it here. And then we'll detune it. All right. Bezelets. Okay. What we need to do, and I need to remember this little trick. What's happening? Oh, got it. Oh, this is supposed to be on 11. All right, you guys listen to that over and over again for a second. Sounds super good through that. Maybe take a little of that. Yeah, so I really like the Syntakt a lot because I cannot get that sound on my Digitone. And frankly, I can barely get that sound on the Digitac. I can get it, I can. Something similar to it, but not quite it. Sorry, my hand's covering over this because I'm looking something up. I'm hitting the internet. Because I need to look something up. I need to know. Right. Let's go over here. I'm going to turn that off. I don't want to hear that right now. So we're going to do this and... I guess I can do it this way. So I'm digging that sound so far. This kick drum's not hitting very hard. I also don't know if I like that quite yet. Let's see, maybe I just, oh, you can't do that like you can on the digitone. Hey, here's something that I wish I could do, that I can't do. But the digitone can, is the digitone can just transpose a sequence for you. I don't think I like that technique with what I did there. Maybe we'll just keep it like this. Maybe we'll make it like arpeggiate in some way. Sorry, I got like way off track here. Because right now I'm literally just exploring this this machine. Let's double it and go. Maybe we'll just have it always cut through. Like, maybe we'll just sidechain it. No. Yeah, we're doing some stuff. Do you know when you'll, let me see. Which engine is that? That is the dual VCO engine. Not bad. Making you gas for a Syntakt now? Nice. Anyone know a good review for comparing the machines in the rhythm versus the Syntakt? No, I don't actually know of a good review of that. That might be a nice thing to have on the internet. I mean, it's the same hardware. Like, it's the same chips. So the engines that are like named the same on the Syntakt and the analog rhythm, they should be the same. The difference will be the effects on here and maybe the envelopes on here, because it's like this is a little bit newer hardware and newer OS, but they are the same. The Octatrack has to go. Has to go where? Has to go nowhere, my friend. Because it sounds really good. There is this shaker. We're on pattern 11. Where's the shaker? Is it on 5? Yeah. I just want to steal this right here. And we're going to go pattern 11, and we'll just do it right on track 3, sure. Paste. And then let's go back to 5 and steal that sound. Go here and paste that sound. How is that? What is happening here? Oh, right. And then we're going here in track 3 and copy and back to pattern 11, track 3 and paste. I don't know. What key were we playing in? E minor. Let's see. Okay. Too much of a note there. Yeah. I feel like I might change out this snare drum. No, the other one sounded better. Let's go here. Let's have an LFO automate that envelope. Put the What if we added like a chord? I did say we were doing some like deep house stuff. I feel like maybe we could do some chords. Too many electrons machines equals confusion. It can. I've been using these boxes for a really long time, so any other boxes equals more confusion than too many electron boxes. One is better than the other. They all have a nice niche for one to explore. I agree with that, honey smack. Also, don't get the sample stacking on the Syntakt like the rhythm has. True that. Are there drum engines the rhythm has the Syntakt doesn't have? I'd have to pull my rhythm out. I don't have all the machines memorized on either of the boxes, to be honest. Because I would have to take a look. So if you have to pick 3 to 5 best features of the Syntakt, what would they be? Interesting question. I would say, well, the best features of the Syntakt is that it's got analog and digital VCOs. I don't know. You'd have to be more specific with that question because I'm not sure how to answer that. Okay. Whoa. There's a lot going on in my skull right there. I feel like that needs a filter or something. Sick. God, I really like that effect. Maybe we'll just get like a hi-hat in here just for shits and giggles. Panning this over a little bit to the right. I feel like these ones are like, is there any panning here? I kind of would like them to like bounce back and forth in the panning. Maybe I'll add an LFO to the amp pan for these, make them really stereo. like a clap. Yeah. Okay. Do we need like some words or something? I think I'm gonna add a chord. I really like playing with chords. Did I not hit record play first? Let's try and add some swing, see what happens. Maybe we just use a minor. Let's check it out. Here we go. Wait, what did I do? I closed my envelope all the way. Okay, let's do it again. Okay, got carried away there for a minute. Let's see what's going on with y'all chat folk. All that machine just for 1 bar loop. Yeah. Yes, all the machine for a 1 bar loop. We just started writing a song. Like, it doesn't start off with 10 bars of looping. Pretty sure you have to start from 0 and build up from there. What was that triplet effect you done on the Octatrack? That is Cameron, what's up, dude? That is this. And that is a square wave LFO going to the filter, inverted square wave going to the filter at triplets. The chords machine is pretty amazing on the Syntakt, way more usable than on the model cycles. Well, yeah, absolutely, a lot more usable. It's got more stuff that you can work with, that's for sure. Ricky Tinez had a video last week where he initially bashed it for always sounding the same and then made a really sick sound with it at the end. Oh, with the chord engine? Yeah, I mean, honestly, I shouldn't really use the chord engine like I've been using. I should probably try and experiment with it a little bit more. Maybe use it in unison mode, which when I first had the Syntakt, when I was doing the beta stuff for it, the unison mode was super skewed and detuned. It was like totally unusable. I do really want, like, I think we're gonna copy this one right here. We're gonna copy this whole bass line over, copy track sound, we're gonna go here, and then we're gonna paste it, and then we're gonna go here, and we're gonna copy the whole pattern, and we're gonna go here, and we're gonna paste that whole. And now we have a double of it. However, we're gonna detune it. So now we can go like this. I think that's pretty sick. I'm gonna keep that. Maybe we'll go. Save it. Save the pattern temporary area. Okay. I just learned something. So if you copy a track sound that runs through the effects track, it copies that as well. That's pretty cool to know. I didn't know that. Let's see. That part is really cool. All right, let me check on this. Ye old tube. So maybe I'll make a maybe I'll make a chord over here. Let's mute that. What were we in? E minor, I think. Make this easy on us. Maybe I don't want to be in a scale at all. Isn't that kind of cool? There's like this spot in the first the B envelope where it like becomes soft again. Actually, let's go to a couple of my sounds. There we go. like I kind of want to go back here a bit. What I want it to do. Like that sound. I like that a lot better. Maybe we could steal some vocal lines from one of my other tracks that are unused so that I don't have to record anything new. Ba-ba-bum. What the hell? No, what I want is for that to just be that. curious.
Everything crazy.
Oh, you know what the problem is? Because why I can't hear it? This is so stupid. They need to add this, like, right away. Oh, wait. Let's just make the whole thing be that.
Think about
Let's turn that up. Whoa, that's a cool sound right there. I'm gonna make a whole song around that. Let's check up on the chat. This loop would feel better slower. I love how opinionated you are, Tilapia. Tilapia TV. I like the speed, but then again, I rarely work below 140. Well, let's have a listen to it at a lower tempo. Maybe Tilapia's right. Slow it way down. kind of think it would be cool if the bass line was doing that, you know, doing the thing that it does, and then the lower bass line starts to play a different bass line that like maybe feels like more like a typical progression that you would find, rather than being so repetitive. Because I usually like to write stuff that's a little bit more on the melodic side. That's kind of my thing, you know? 140 bangers tonight. Well, it was 140 until Tilapia TV. Changed Tilapia TV, my new YouTube mentor, apparently. Let's check out the chat. Totally get an OT Mark III. Which will never come true, if I can read. But so much can be upgraded and updated via firmware, and that is certainly a discussion to have. Yeah. True that. I don't think there's going to be that much happening, though, on the Octatrack front. But is the Octatrack really eternal? Well, right now it is, until there's something else that comes out that's better. I think the Octatrack's going to be a historical machine. I think it'll be around for a long time. Okay, they won't ever make an OT3 because the original dev is no longer alive, sadly. That's right. That's right. We talked about that a couple weeks ago, Isaac. And then Daniel Troberg's with ASM now, and he was the other dude. I cannot be that complicated to reverse engineer. I mean, they have the code, like they have it. I don't think that's their mission. Like they already did it. And now they want to do something else. I don't know if they're just going to keep making the same boxes over and over again. I think that they're going to... I mean, look what they did with the Syntakt. It's a digital and analog machine. Like, they'd never done that before. And it has overbridge. I mean, they're going in a different direction than something like this. Like, this workflow, I don't know if they're still doing that. It literally seems imminent that a Mark III will come out. I don't think so. I don't think there's ever going to be a Mark III. That's just my opinion, though. I don't know anything. All right, we're going to change this bass line. You know what? I'm going to try something. We're just going to do a temporary save, and I'm going to completely delete this lower octave version of the bass line. We're just going to delete the whole pattern. And then... let's see. We're going to go into this keyboard mode. And we're going to turn off everything but that other sound. And I'm going to turn it down quite a bit, I think. We'll just kind of get this note in there. Okay, that works. Now I can just kind of clean that up, paste it, make sure it's not weird micro timing, and then we'll just copy, paste, then copy, then and then grab 4 of those and paste, and then copy the whole page and go here and paste. And kind of do that same thing. We're just gonna test this out, you know? We're just gonna test. We're just experimenting, okay? Bit? All right, let's make it, we don't want it to be too crazy sounding. God, I really like that vocal. It's so weird. I feel like I've made some real progress suddenly. Definitely digging it now. Okay. Okay. Da 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 da. All right, Tilapia TV, you win this round. I slowed it down, and I think I do like it better. So, I tip my hat to you and your wonderful Tilapia. Let's see. Things are like 2300 in Canada. Eee. Yuli will make a knockoff. Yuli will not be able to make a knockoff of the Octatrack. I don't think he's got the coders quite for that one. That would take 20 years maybe. This is coming along nicely. Thank you very much. What's up, Doug? How are you, DC Merrick? Syntakt is fire. I agree. Dumb clarification question. Low pass to bring in high items like hats. Yes. High pass to bring in and remove kick drum. Yes. Yeah, you can use a high pass instead of a mute if you want to take out your kick or a bass line. Can you build whole tracks on... Oh, sorry. Let me get to that. Now it needs a chilled out part B. All right, boss. I'm on it. I'm on it. You feels FX. What's the difference between Digitac and Syntakt? I mean, incredible difference. Sampler, FM synthesizer with analog synthesis, and an effects track. So huge, vastly different. If I had to pick one, I would still pick the Digitac. I said that last time. I'll say it again. I still believe that wholeheartedly. This is still my favorite box to write songs on. I'm just having a lot of fun with the Syntakt and getting to know it. If I'm scared to say your name, frankly, I can't even read it from where I am. I just see Navanethan. I wouldn't say I'm scared to say it, but I don't know how to say your name. I will call you Nav or Nav. Not sure which one. I've seen Ihor and Dave Mech make tracks on just one box. Oh, you absolutely can't. Some of my favorite tracks that I've written are on just one box. With the lo-fi, or not the lo-fi compilation. With the lo-fi compilation, I wrote the whole thing on just the Octatrack. No other machines. That was our last release in the EZBOT Discord. You can catch my track on there. It's called Enemy. In the compilation before that, we did minimal techno, and my track was 100% Digitac. Was that minimal techno, the one we did before, or was it the ambient one? Well, anyway, it was 100% Digitac. So yeah, you only need one of the boxes. I do think that this one is going to be the one. I know this stream has been... Last stream was full of dialogue. We were talking. And I'm pretty focused on writing music. I really want to explore this box a lot right now, so that's what I'm doing. I'm deep in the exploration section right here. I was just checking the levels. Looks like the levels are good. Yeah, Nice Kiss, Williams. That's the one. That was all Digitac. And a lot of the synthesis was Digitac, actually. It was just single cycle waveforms, because it sounds great. The Digitac's the best. It's a winner. Syntakt slaps. Absolutely. I love it. I do. I just played a gig with just the Digitac and a P5 desktop. Oh, dude. A Digitac and a Prophet 5? Yeah. Absolutely. You could just play a gig with just a Prophet 5, and you'd be, especially if you added 5 more, made it a Prophet 10 and did the multi-timbral thing. But which is what I plan to do with my Prophet 5. I'm actually thinking, just a little dialogue here. I'm gonna sell a lot of Eurorack. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sell a ton of Eurorack. I got this little system here, not little, I mean 7U of modular here. I'm gonna keep a 7U and I'm gonna just fill it with all of my effects. I'll keep my performance mixer and put a ton of effects in it, and then, probably get rid of like pretty much all my oscillators. Keep like 2 filters, and then I'm gonna take my 104 skiff that I have, and I'm gonna make just a dope mono synth. I'll take like the Maestro for modulation, the Quadrax for envelopes, maybe the DPO for my oscillator, MCFX2 from ALM for my filter, and then I'll use like Desmodus Versio for reverb, Mimeophone for delay, and maybe, if it fits, beads. But beads will probably be in here. And no sequencer. Maybe I'll use a quantizer and steppy and stick that in the 1U row, steppy at least. And so I can sequence on its own, but add the MIDI input so that I can control it with like the Digitac or something. And I think that I'll probably get more use out of my modular if I just simplify it a bit. I get stagnated by how much modular I have now. It's like I don't even use it because there's just too much of it. It was a lot more fun when I had less modular. I realize, so I'm gonna get rid of a bunch. I am not doing the post modular brigade. I'm not selling my. I'm talking about having 7U and a 104. We're still talking a ton of modular, but just less. I just need less. I buy modules that I sit in boxes. I don't even plug them in. Like I just buy them. Like, what? That's not practical. I don't want to do that. Just joined. Where can you find the lo-fi compilation? You can find that on Hollow Homes Record Bandcamp. There's a bunch of our compilations on there. We've done 3 of them so far. We will be doing another. I don't think it'll be on Hollow Home. However, this time, I'm not sure. We might do our own thing. Maybe we'll start our own record label. Maybe I'll start my own record label. Maybe Modbang will start its own record label. I don't know. I have thought about it, though. I don't know where I'm going to find this time to do stuff like starting record labels. I don't think I have time for that. Rooms Reverb. Oh yeah, Rooms Reverb is awesome. I love that. What is Doug asking? I can't find much on your desk. My Phantom 6, Toro, and Digigrid. Yeah. Yeah, you've got some cool choices there, Doug. Keep it up. Yeah. Isaac's got you covered. It's a good idea. Sup, Easy? I'm making music with Digitac right now. MC 101 into the RMX 500. Nice. Very cool. Into the heat. Yeah. I got the heat in the closet. I pulled it out today for a minute and then I put it back. Just because I didn't want to set it up. I was just like, I don't want to plug everything in. Look for more cables. I have to find more balanced cables. I'm trying to use all balanced cables. These have balance in and out. You should use balanced cables. Take advantage of that. Lower or increase the headroom. Less ground noise. Cleaner mix. Balanced cables. I'm the advocate for balanced cables now. Remember seeing a video of yours where you were exploring the Lyra 8. Did you ever find a place for it in your workflow? I did. It's actually right here. The sweet Lyra. And it's plugged in. I have the Erica Sense DB01 running into the Lyra 8 to be processed by the Lyra 8's effects. And it sounds cool. My complaint with the Lyra 8 and why it doesn't get as much love is, for one, it's really noisy, and which is fine. Like noisy, not in the ground loop noise way, but it's a noisy synth. Like that's what it does, and that doesn't always fit in every track, right? And it mostly just does noisy, but no matter what, I can hear the hyper LFO. Even I have to turn it to its lowest modulation setting so that it's moving at like, I don't know, 10 hertz or something. Maybe less. Probably like 10 hertz. Something low. Maybe it's only clicking a few times a minute. But it makes a click. If I have it running, I can hear this, and it's just the LFO turning over. And I'm like, otherwise I would use it to process the Erica Sense DB01 a lot more because it's pretty cool sounding. But the place I found it in the mix is actually legit. So it's like Digitac. This is how I did it. Digitac, Lyra 8, and like Erica DB01, and then funnel that all into the Octatrack. So they got 2 mono synths, so the Erica and the Lyra go into separate inputs on the Octatrack. So 1 through machine, 2 inputs, and then Digitac using the other 2 inputs for stereo, of course, drums, and then melodic stuff, and then some melodic stuff over here because you kind of have to, because that's not enough. But then I kind of just used the Lyra 8 as an improvisation machine, and just, like you find a sweet spot. It's okay if it goes out of tune. It's, you're making techno at this point. You're using machines like that. I think like that it shines at that. So, you just kind of tweak it a bit. I built a stupid thing modular and it was way too overwhelming. A stupid big modular. Yeah. You and me both, dude. What's that, Doug? I remember reading the Comtruce tours with just a Digitac, OB6 keyboard, and Ableton. A tightly programmed show. Well, I mean, as soon as you have Ableton in the mix, plus Digitac and OB6 keyboard is enormous. That's quite a bit. That's like touring with a guitar, like electric guitar, and then a couple pedals. But also Ableton is, everything. It's literally everything. But Tacomtrus is awesome. Elektron needs a mixed tact. I agree. But I think it needs a bigger box than a tact format. I think it needs this size box. And it needs this. If they made a box that was just this, and it was kind of like what I'm already doing with it, like making this performance idea, then I think it would just sell like crazy. Like give it like 8 inputs, assignable, tons of assignable effects, a crossfader, a sequencer that doesn't play samples, a sequencer that just modulates effects, and it was just a mixer. It would be the coolest box in the world. You know, just even a good DJ mixer. What's that DJ mixer Dave Mech uses? I'm forgetting. Does it start with a dB as well? It's a really nice mixer. The filters on it are exceptional. They sound so good. The effects on it are really good. My only problem with that mixer is that it doesn't have MIDI. And my effects for my music, I want them synced to the BPM. That's important to me. I committed to a fancy XLR patch bay. Definitely no regrets. Nice. I got a patch bay sitting over there. I do like that. James. That's kind of annoying to hear that hyper LFO. Yeah, man. It really is. Gotta scoot. Have a good rest of the stream, Maddie. Oh, thanks, Matt. Catch you later. Elektron should make an effects box in the Digitact format. That would be dope. Plenty of LFOs. Yeah. More LFOs the better. And I wish the LFOs would, and if they do that, which I don't know if they ever will, but if they do, I hope the LFOs are like they are in these 3 boxes, because the presentation of the LFOs here is so freaking easy to use and simple. And then you can parameter lock them per step, whereas on the Octatrack, you have 3 LFOs. Yeah, that's dope. And you have an LFO designer, and sure, that's awesome. And it needs to get more use from, I think, everybody. But you can only parameter lock the depth of the 3 LFOs. And while that's useful, this is a lot more useful. Do you ever see Bitwig eclipsing Ableton for the modular crowd? I think that I do. I think that Bitwig is really coming up in a big way. I'm a Bitwig instructor and have been for many years now. Wow. 4 years? No, 3 years. 3 years I've been a Bitwig instructor. But I rarely ever use Bitwig more than I could be using Audacity or any other DAW at this point, because I'm really not using it for its superpowers, which is the grid and its modular effects. It's definitely one of the best DAWs out there. 4X over super sampled or oversampled. It's just got all the sound, like the highest quality sounds you can imagine. Fantastic DAW, super fun to work with. I do wish they added some more of the ability to like change the aesthetic. You can only change like the theme to be like darker or lighter, and while that's cool, I'm glad they had that. I do like that Ableton lets you kind of like tweak that. I think that's fun, and people get excited about that. So that'd be cool if they would add that soon. Otherwise, there are some features in Ableton that I would like to see in Bitwig. I think the Ableton comping is really smooth, and I do like that a lot. And I think that Ableton's envelopes they added, where you can just drag an envelope, is awesome and really usable. I would use that all the time if I was playing in Ableton. I have Ableton. I just, like I said, you know, I'm playing in these boxes because they're my favorite. There still isn't anything that's more my favorite than these boxes. I am feeling like, I don't know. Well, I need to listen to this and like perform it out and see where I'm at. What was even on this track? Oh, it's these little treats. LFO to the panning here. Whoa, hello. That was dumb. Part of that was dumb. Saving the machines. I wonder if I should add some should I add like some reverb to that? That like. What can I do here? I think I kind of want those chords. These right here to only happen every once in a while here. For me, can. Sorry, I'm not being super chatty today. I'm just jamming. I'm just jamming. All right, let's go back up here. Let's. EZBOT is Leonardo da Vinci, Socrates of Dallas. What? It's quite a compliment. Oh, Elektron sounds. What's up, Dean? Thanks for the nice comment. You saw who in concert a few years ago? Me? 'Tis possible. Got to see Jeremy Remy's recording doing an in-store demo yesterday. Yeah, you did. I was there. I was there for that. Dub Plus. I was the guy who ran up and made them turn the volume up in the middle of the show because it was too quiet. Let's see. Mr. Ravioli. My favorite. Every time I read your name, it makes me think of Mr. Peanut Butter from BoJack Horseman. Because he's just a great character. What else are we doing? Let me keep reading this chat here. There's a lot of chat. Microcosm by Hologram is a personal fave. I've not gotten to try one of those myself yet. One came in through the shop, used in consignment, and I did not pick it up. I didn't know what I would do with it. I don't know what I would do with it. I don't really make that kind of music very often. Maybe it would help me be more interested in making that, but I don't know. Anyone know anything about radial? No, I don't personally. What's the use of having 8 MIDI tracks on the Digitac? Well, for me, no use. I mean, I usually use maybe one when I'm using the Digitac as like the main beast. I just use the one Digitac and one MIDI track typically to control a monosynth. I love your voice. Thanks, Cooper. Tilapia TV has the best questions. Tilapia TV. Such a good name. I feel like I've gotten pretty far. I didn't design any new effects. I have to finish editing a video for release tomorrow. I need to get that done. I'm gonna have to finish up here pretty quick. We went a long ways. This is gonna be a good video for me to rewatch myself because we started this track sounding so different than it sounds now. And maybe I could have actually used the first part and then used this part as a secondary aspect of it, but I feel like there's a lot of buildup that this one lets you do. You sold me my Octatrack. It's been my saving grace while I'm in mono fever dreams. Thanks for helping this community be so awesome. Michael, thanks. I'm glad I was able to sell you an Octatrack. Joel was just at Patchworks today and picked up an Analog 4. Hyped to catch the live stream. Love the jams. Hope you're doing well. Hey, thanks, Joel. Did you pick up the used Analog 4 that was in the used section, or did you pick up a brand new one? Tinder XYZ, everyone is here to fuck with you. Right on, Tinder. Thanks. EZBOT, why not stream your editing process? I do not want to stream my editing process. Because that's not fun. And it's not fun to watch me do it either. I mean, I do it like any other video editor would do it. Because I'm not like an amazing video editor. I could do video editing well enough to do my job, but I'm not like a pro that could go in there and talk your ear off about video editing, so yeah. Do I have a second channel? I do not have a second channel. That's a negative, Ghostwriter. I don't actually plan on making a second channel. I do have a second channel. What am I talking about? I run the Patchworks channel, so that's actually my main channel. This is my second channel. This is my channel, and the Patchworks channel is the one that I do every week. I'm very committed to that because that's what they pay me to do. Love the used gear, but the 10% off new stuff for Memorial Day. Yeah, true that. True that. Oh, thanks, Cooper. Who are you, Cooper? You're so kind to me. Keep you in my hip pocket. Oh, you lurk the used pages all the time. Yeah, me too. I used to do all the photography for the used gear at Patchworks. I mean, not like, it's not like photography, not like a wedding photographer. It's literally, put something down and go, and then, whoop, hurry up, grab another one. But I would get to go through all the used gear, and now I don't have to, because someone else does that, and I just do video editing and talk about synth gear all the time. For those of you who don't know, I also do this, what we're doing right now, but with a different piece of gear every single week, every Friday at 3 o'clock on Patchworks Facebook Live and Twitch Live. I don't do it on the YouTube channel, and that's because I like to keep the YouTube channel very specific about what I'm doing. Like it's more longer form content. But you could also don't have a negative attitude. Think on the bright side. At least you can edit up like me. Thanks, Cooper. I appreciate that. But yeah, please check out the Patchworks Twitch channel and Facebook Live 3 o'clock on Fridays, because it's really nice having people in there asking questions. It motivates me. We need that. We need a little bit of social during the streamer times. Like if we're streaming and there's no one there and there's no comments, it can be a little it's actually more distracting when there's no conversation than when there is conversation, as ironic as that sounds, but it's very true. So it's real nice. No problem. Cool. All right. So I like to review about like what I've done on the stream, because we've been doing this for 2 hours and 21 minutes. Holy shit. Didn't make any new effects. I still have 8 days to finish my project, which is all the other effects, so tons of effects. But we did write a new song, and I'm going to try and perform it out before I go. We're going to start off like with this thing. Maybe we'll start with this vocal thing here. Maybe we'll just start with that. Do I want that? God, that sounds so good to me. Oops. Kind of messed that up. That sounds nice. Tinder. All right. I think we wrote a song tonight, and I do like it. I think I need to refine it a bit more. I do wish the Syntakt had a compressor. I hope they add one in one of their firmware updates, because it really needs it. Like a lot, I think. Having the compressor on the Digitac is a pretty big deal to me, and it's really useful, and I would use it here liberally. Thanks everyone for hanging out. If you're interested in getting lessons from me about any piece of Elektron gear or modular or Bitwig or whatever you're interested in, Orca, live coding too, any of that stuff, go ahead and visit EZBOT.live. That's my website. There's some testimonials on there from some fantastic friends. If you would like to get my Octatrack template, and I'm currently working on the newest version, you want to visit patreon.com/EZBOT. If you want to get some cool glow-in-the-dark patch cables like I have, well, I don't have it over here, but if you want to get some of those that was in the little commercial ad in the beginning, modbang.com. I have all sorts of advertisements for you, but fortunately they're all from me, about me, instead of some random YouTube advertisement. You guys are all fantastic. I am going to go because I actually really have to work. I have to do work that is not fun work. I have to do work because stuff is due tomorrow and I'm not 100% finished. Let me take a look at this chat. There's a lot of chat. I wasn't as chatty tonight. I was really just into making music, and I don't know about you, but when you're making music, you're usually not talking, right? So that's just kind of the way it is. Yeah, I think compressor will be a upgrade, and I sure hope so. I'm really glad that Tinder XYZ is here to tell us to send dick pics to girls with us. Appreciate you so much. I don't know if other people can see that. Maybe it's being held, but there is a commenter who is saying things like that. Really great. Alchemist93, I'm going to order a Syntakt this month, and you should, and perhaps order it from Patchworks, and help support the company that pays my paychecks, because that's great, and really helpful for me, and make sure that I keep them going so that they can keep me doing this. Thank you everyone for hanging out. I'm going to let you go. If you guys are interested or have a topic that you would like me to do sometime or some stuff that you want me to talk about, please let me know. Either join the Discord, which a link will be in the description of the video or in the comments section. Typically in all of my videos, you're going to find a link to my Discord. Everyone here is super welcome. Please come down and hang out with us and let's talk about gear and ask your questions. There's a huge group of people there. I think we have about 1,500 people in the Discord now, and just about everybody there is an Elektron person and or modular and or deluge and or OP1 or whatever, but typically in this sphere of stuff that you're seeing on the table around me. And we want to talk to you, we want to hang out. It's a very wholesome place, so keep that in mind. I try and keep things pretty wholesome. I mean, we're all grown-ups there, but you know what I mean. We're just trying to stay chill. So everyone's great. I will see you next Sunday at whatever time I deem appropriate. Probably 7 o'clock. That's kind of been my aim. I am going to go to work. I almost feel like I need coffee. I feel exhausted. Again, Thank you so much. I'm Matthew, aka EZBOT.